I just want to clarify something, a little bit of the history of the term, the word Taino that's been used a lot. The first time this word was ever recorded was around 1492 to 1493 by one of Columbus's physician, by a guy named Dr. Chunka, who was on his voyage. I think it was Columbus's second voyage. He went to an island called Guantelupe and encountered natives from the island of Guantelupe. And he encountered natives chanting the term Taino, Taino. And he states that as if they were saying good people or peace, peace. You also have to remember that the term Taino, the first time this term was ever categorized as an ethnic group, meaning, because we never called ourselves Taino. There was, if you research a man called Constantine Raspanes, he wrote a book in 1836, and he was the one that classified us as an ethnic group or as a tribe of Taino. It was because of him, but we never called ourselves Taino. In fact, the spelling of the word Taino is incorrect too, because the natives or our ancestors didn't have a writing system. So the Europeans only went by the pronunciation of how our ancestors spoke. So the natives would speak using the nasalization, or as one of my Kalinago friends, however, because the Kalinagos were our closest people, wrongfully called the Caribs, of course. But if you look into the linguistics comparative, the Kalinagos and our ancestor, the Tainos, you see a lot of similarities. And if you compare and contrast, they do have the term Taino in their language too as well, because the Caribs were married. So the Caribs would marry the Arawakan women, and the women would have children, and the children will be basically speak two languages. They would become bilingual. They would speak Kara to the father and Arawak to the mother. So the whole Kalinago language became predominantly Arawak. But the term in the Kalinago word, Taino, the term Taino, is in their language, but they were used the word Taino, or Taino, according to the Kalinago linguist who I'm friends with, PhD linguist, and the term actually meant just relative or people, but not good people. Taino, another wrongfully thing was called Ni Taino, which the Europeans basically think is a ranking system. But Ni Taino actually means my people. The Kalinago have the term, it's called Ni Taino, which is the longer version of the term Taino, which means my relatives.